Hi, I'm BJ, and this is the Arcane Alienist Podcast.
Avast, ye landlubbers! It's International Talk Like a Pirate Day. And on this episode of the Arcane Alienist, I don't think I can continue doing that for a full episode. It's late. I'm tired. I don't have it in me. But I did not want to let the day go without marking it. So happy International Talk Like a Pirate Day out there to everybody. Arr. Have yourself, assuming you're of age and not... it's not doesn't sit poorly with your health and constitution, and maybe enjoy yourself a rum drink of some kind. I don't know. I just didn't want to let the day without passing, so I don't want to talk about it. It occurred to me, and the games I'm playing in right now, I just so happen to be playing some very pirate-like characters. So I thought I'd kind of give a rundown of what they've been up to. The longest running character I've been playing, his name is Roddy, which is short for Roderick McGinnis. He is now Sir Roderick McGinnis. He is a adventure in the Traveler universe, the Traveler role-playing game. I play every other week with Carl Rodriguez of the GMologist Presents. And so Roddy is the sort of pilot of the group of the three-player characters of the main group. He's also probably more of the he's more the I think when I rolled up, Traveler has this random life path that spits a character out the other end, and without meaning to, I wanted to play a pilot. That's all I knew. I kind of he became sort of this, at least on the surface, kind of a Han Solo, Mal Reynolds kind of a character. The longer we played him, the more I think who I've been channeling is actually Kevin Kline's character from Silverado, Payton, kind of dry wit, smart ass kind of a character. But he's a lot of fun to play. He when we leave the ship, he has always got a laser blaster and a sword at his hip, so he's kind of a swashbuckling character. I'm usually the first one to, if things are going nowhere, to just do something to shake things up and get the action going. So we've had a lot of fun. He's been knighted. He's had a duel with another knight. He's shot enemy vessels out of the sky. This last, on theme with pirate, he's not a pirate, but they've had to rescue a luxury liner from mutiny. There were pirates that came on board, and it turns out some of the crew were planted as mutineers. So we're about halfway through right now, trying to rescue the King Richard, this big luxury liner, from these pirates. We retook the engineering deck in the last session. And so Roddy's not really a scoundrel, or he's a good guy. He's a little, not doesn't stand on formality, very practical. And why fight fair when you can fight dirty? Why fight when you can make a friend? That's kind of his attitude about things. And so, I think when he fought a duel with an actual noble knight shortly after he was knighted and won, and then it was over the fact that the party had accused this decorated retired general of a sort of a treasonous act, and this young knight, military officer, looked up to him, took offense at that. But then, I said after I won the duel, it was a good fight, and if you have any evidence that it would exonerate the general, I'll be the first person to recant what I said. And I think Carl played this guy saying, "Well, I guess not all scouts are scoundrels." And I said, "Well, yes, we are all scoundrels. We're just not bad people." And he has mustered out through my character creation of the scout service, which in Traveler is not standard military, but they are kind of a semi-military agency of the Imperium. And their main jobs are to scout and survey unexplored areas of space, and also to they do a lot of like currying information and people. VIPs and things like that, little special side missions like that. But primarily their job is to scout and survey uncharted space, and sometimes maybe to kind of patrol borders and things like that, just to look for signs of trouble, to then call in the actual Imperial Navy if there's any trouble, or to report back. And there's I guess sometimes working with field researchers and other things like that. So anyway, that's Roddy. He's been a lot of fun to play. Turned out to be one of my favorite all-time characters I've played. The other pirate-like character I'm playing right now is in our Hyperborea game, also run by Carl Rodriguez. You sense a theme here. Again, you roll up some random backgrounds, and I wanted to play a warlock, so he's a warlock, which in Hyperborea is just sort of a straight-up fighter-magician hybrid. So it's just primarily a melee warrior type character, but augmented with some spellcasting abilities. But this character, Haller Odysseus, is I just happened to randomly roll up that he's a Viking. That's his background is Viking. So Vikings are more or less pirates of a type. But the campaign begins with being rescued from a slave ship, an Ixian slave ship, by a group of Amazons, and we find out we're off the coast of this island that the islands have set a colony on, but they haven't explored the whole island, and so they do tolerate non-Amazons being there to help, and they actually put up money for people to do expeditions around to map the island, to explore lost areas, to investigate things, and so we've been poking around on the island now for a little bit. I think I hit third or fourth level this last time. So a third level, I think. But a lot of fun. Again, he's kind of an adventurer, but also when we have had an opportunity to be around the coast, I mean, we did attack from the coast another Ixian vessel that was, they're sort of the enemies in this situation vessel, and sort of sort of wait for them to make camp on the shore, and then ambush them, and then ambush their vessel. And I don't know if that's technically piracy when you're on land and you lure a ship and attack it, but we managed to do that, and we salvaged a few other shipwrecks for treasure as well. I guess the other thing that's happened with Holler is he does have a henchman who is more of a Hellene, which would be a Greek ancestors that came to Hyperborea from somewhere in ancient Greece, who's a pikeman and a spearman that kind of stands behind him and fights from the second rank. And then we've also got a group of 3 lizard folk who have a shaman and 2 lizard folk scouts who have kind of been helping us explore, and the idea that eventually we will help go liberate their village from the Ixians who have pressed them into some kind of service. So, and again, keeping with sort of his Viking, glory and honor for Viking, but he's not. I feel like with that warlock, he's still got to be a little bit of a trickster, maybe a little less Thor and a little more Loki, and so not above ambushes and deception and feeding his fallen foes to his lizard folk allies. So those are my 2 my space scout adventurer and my Hyperborea based Viking warlock are 2 pirate adjacent characters that I play in some of the ongoing games I'm in. All right, well, I think that's it for International Talk Like a Pirate Day. So enjoy, have yourself some fun. Be sure to talk like a pirate, enjoy some pirate jokes, watch some TV or movie related to pirates, read a pirate book. Just don't engage in actual piracy, I guess is what I would say. So till next time, take care of yourself and try to make somebody happy today. Oh, and one last thing. I've got a couple of Pirate Borg solo play episodes up. I've got another one coming up over the weekend, and I think that'll be I think as I'm trying to keep them to right around 30 minutes, give or take. I think I've got three or 4 more to finish out my adventure, but I do have Pirate Borg. So since it is an International Talk Like a Pirate Borg, International Talk Like a Pirate Day, let me know what you're thinking of the Pirate Borg solo play, and if you would like me to also work in a Pirate Borg solo play, maybe as an interlude to that, or a little change of pace, because that might be fun as well. And I think I can use the rules that I've been using for solo playing in Pirate Borg to also do Pirate Borg. Anyway, that was it. Last thought. So take it easy. See you later.
Thanks for listening to the Arcane Alienist podcast. The music you're hearing is Come and Get It by Scott Holmes Music. The cover art is by Dave Bone. Be sure to check out his stuff at ironseer.com. You can leave me a message. I have my SpeakPipe account linked to the show description. You can also send me an email at arcane.alienist@gmail.com. Just embed a voice memo, or I'll just read the text to your email during a future episode. Once again, thanks so much for listening.